And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
This year, HABA announced that they were going to be making a line of family games. Normally, they're known for making their kids' games in those yellow boxes, but they were going to come out with 3 new family games. Now, of all the family games, this was one I was very intrigued with, Spookies, because I heard that it had a push-your-luck element to it. So I was very eager to give it a try. I like any game where I get to roll dice and get some points and then roll dice farther. And the theme of going into a haunted house. It's not a very scary haunted house. It's a fun haunted house, I suppose, as fun as these things can be. Let's see if the game is fun. Now in this game, players are going to have a bunch of ghost hunters that are going into a haunted house. You don't actually own one of these ghost hunters, there's just 5 of them. On a player's turn, they're going to roll a die. That's going to tell them which ghost hunter they control. If they roll the question mark, they can pick which ghost hunter they want. So I'm moving this ghost hunter. So first he gets to go through the gate into this area here. You'll notice it says 5 or greater. Now I can pick how many dice I want to roll. 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. So did I roll 5 or greater? Yes, I rolled a 9. So he moves in this area. Because I rolled 2 dice, I get 1 chip. Now I don't have that chip yet, I just put it in a pile in front of me. Now I can go to the next area. I'm going to roll 2 dice again. 6, whew, barely made it. And because I used 2 dice, I get 2 chips. Now going to the next area, I need a 7. So I'm going to switch to 3 dice. Now when I roll 3 dice, I take the 2 highest dice. So here I have a 6 and a 5, that's an 11. I made it easily. So here I get 2 more chips. Now at this point, and at any point really, I can stop, end my turn, and take these chips. Or I can go again, but I always have to go again with the same character. So I'm going to go up here, you know what, I'm feeling lucky, I'm going to roll 2 chips, because of 2 dice, because if I'm right I get 4 chips. 8 or higher, 6. Now because I failed and I rolled a 6, I have to go back here, and if I have any chips already, I would have to put the difference, so 8 to 6 is 2, I'd have to put 2 chips there in the spot, or in the spot that I was. Sorry, I was in a 7, so 1 chip there. Anybody else who gets to that spot using 2 dice will get any penalty chips that are in that spot. And all the chips that I would have gotten are gone. This person stays here, so if someone rolls the purple guy again, they'll start by moving him from where he's at. Although you can see they can fall all the way down. If you roll less than a 5, they can come out of the gate. If you get up here to the top, you see you can get a ton of chips. 2 dice into this spot gives you 16 chips. Of course, you have to roll an 11 on 2 dice or higher. If you're in the attic, then you have to roll 12s or higher, and you simply get this reward again. 12 or higher, I'm sorry, you just have to roll 12s. And that's how the game works. You're going to keep going till the pile of chips is gone. At that point, everyone's going to reveal the chips that they have. The chips have values of 1s, 2s, 3s, and 5s. Whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. Now I'll start out by saying I really like this game, but there's a teensy problem that I have with it, and that's that I feel that the 5-point chips are just too strong. When you have 1s, 2s, and 3s, you get a 5. The 5 is better than, well, 2 2s and a 1, or I mean it's the same as 2 2s and a 1. That's better than 3 chips. The 5s just seem overpowered. I don't mind that stuff is random at all in this game. So I have a couple of options. When you're playing with less than the full complement of players, and I believe this game can go up to 5, right? If you're playing with less than 5, you can take some chips out, so I just take out all the 5s. Or I can just say the 5s count as 3s. And that seems to even things out. Or if I'm playing with kids, I just leave them at 5s because it really works well. And in that regard, I see where the game is going, because the game is about push your luck, but also, you know, there's just the simple luck of you getting the chips that are worth more than other people. And since there are a lot of chips, it does even out to some degree. So that's kind of, at first I was like, wow, but it turns out to be that's a very minor quibble. Other than that, really a fun game. I love the fact that you can pick how many dice you're going to roll. Now, as I look at these dice, by the way, I love these dice. It might be hard to tell in the video, but the dice are black with gold pips, well, or bluish metallic, or silver metallic, and this one's copper, this one's gold. That's just, they didn't even need to be those different colors, but they look cool. The components for the game are good. Like I said, that the haunted house is spooky, but it's funny spooky, so kids aren't going to get afraid by this game. So it works well as a family game, and the push your luck element's fun because you can pick 2 dice or 4. With 4, your chance of getting 2 dice that get the number you want is much higher. Although getting an 11 on 4 dice is still not quite that simple, but it gives you 3 chips if you do it. But if you roll an 11 on 2, 16 chips. Now, that's crazy, and it's lucky, and it's fun because you can try to do that, and if not, there's a possibility you will fall down the bottom and have to drop off penalty chips, and then people will go and grab those penalty chips. So there's a lot of back and forth. It's a typical push your luck game where you're going to roll dice, but I think this one has some unique things. One, it's very family friendly, has a cool theme and nice components, but 2, it lets you choose. You want to roll 2, 3, or 4 dice, with the rewards being better for 2, much better for 2 than rolling 4, but the risks that much higher. And the risks for this game aren't just that you lose everything you have. You could possibly lose everything you've gained that turn, but you could possibly lose stuff you've already gotten. So kids will learn some risk management from this. But forget the kids. Don't forget them. It's fun to play this game with them. But for me, and I could play this with adults as a filler. I like things like Can't Stop, but I would rather play this any day over Can't Stop. Although I think it's pretty much the exact same crowd of people who will like Can't Stop and games like that will also like Spookies. Now, I went into this game expecting to like it, and I'm leaving very happy, and it's a lot of fun. So Spookies from HABA entering the family game market and showing that they know what to do. Dice Tower Judgment, excellent.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!
There.